Hey everybody, it's Christina. So I'm going to walk you through an activity that we're going to do in our class. It's called the Holland Codes, and this is basically a system to classify jobs into job categories, interest clusters, or work personality environments. And so this quiz, it's super short. It'll take you maybe 3 minutes to do it. It took me 2.5 minutes when I did the full version just a bit ago. But basically, it's going to give you information about what careers might match your personality. And John Holland created this. And what he came up with was there are essentially six work personalities, according to John Holland, and they are realistic, investigative, artistic, social, enterprising, and conventional. And I'm going to just walk you through how to complete the Holland Code quiz and also how to save it so that you can bring it to our next class. In our next class, we're going to do a discussion about what careers came up, what surprised us, what stood out to us. And so, for those who are watching this who may not be in the class, I would invite you to take this quiz. It gives you some really neat insights to yourself, to your work personalities, and your work styles. Okay, let's get started. The link for the Holland Code quiz will be below this video. And for my current students, it will also be in our Blackboard course shell. Let's take a look. I've got this screen pulled up, and you can see there's a little link at the top that says take the quiz. Before you take the quiz, you may want to do a little bit of reading about the different work personalities. There's realistic, investigative, artistic, social, enterprising, and conventional, like I said earlier. So let me demonstrate for you how to take this quiz. When you click Take the Quiz at the top, it's going to open up the Holland Code Quiz. This is super easy. Don't let the word quiz kind of make you nervous or anything. All you have to do is read the information and determine do the topics apply to you or not. For example, in the instructions, it says each question is an opportunity for you to describe the kinds of things you as a person can do, might like to do, or the action that most fits you. So, who knows you better than you, right? When you have selected all of the choices that describe you, click submit and you'll get a report, which is called your Holland Code. And then that will help you determine what career path is best for you. Now, even if you already know, I definitely want to be whatever, a nurse, a doctor, an attorney, a diesel mechanic. No matter what you think you already know, this will be a good exercise to just kind of give you a little bit of insight. Here's how the quiz works. The first section says, Are you? So you're going to think about, am I inventive and original? Am I athletic? Am I a free spirit or rebel? Am I straightforward? Am I assertive? Am I intuitive? Curious? You're just going to go down the line, checking off the ones that you feel like you are. Try not to overthink this. For my overthinkers who are watching this video, this is not like a right or wrong. This is just what's your first intuitive hit. And then there's a second column. So, are you friendly? Are you sociable? Are you scientific? You can use information to solve new problems. Are you methodical? And so on. I'm just randomly clicking a few so that I can show you what the Holland Code report looks like. For you, though, you would want to go through and check however many of these match for you. The second section is called Can You? So this is talking about your abilities. So can you pitch a tent? Can you think abstractly? Can you design fashions, interiors, or quilts? Can you use a microscope? Can you solve math problems? And you'll just go through the list, reading all of them and thinking, can I do this? Can I not do this? And again, I'm just picking completely random here, just so that we'll have a report at the end. So once you've gone through all of the can you section, you're going to move down to the do you like to? So this is all about your preferences, right? What do you like to do? So would you like to win a leadership or sales award? Would you like to type, file, or use a 10 keypad? So that's the little numbers keypad. Do you like to work in groups, etc.? So let me just click a few of these so that we can have a report with some substance here. Okay, and just make sure you go through both columns for all of them for yourself. When you're done, down at the very, and if you mess up, Here's the cool thing. You just hit reset and it erases everything. But when you're done, down at the bottom on the left, you'll see a gray bar that says submit answers and get your Holland code. So I just clicked submit and voila, I have a report here. And before we dive into this, I want to show you how to save a copy of this. Up at the top right of your screen, I'm using a Firefox browser right now. And so at the top of my screen, I have three little bars. I'm going to click that. If you're using Chrome or some other browser, there'll be something at the top right that you can click, like if you were going to save that web page. So we're going to click those three bars, and I'm going to go down and act like I'm going to print this. I'm not really printing it right now. But when I get to the destination, I'm going to click Save to PDF. That's going to allow me to save that PDF file. And you can see what it looks like on the screen here. It's like 13 pages for this example. Yours might be shorter, it might be longer, but I'm going to save that PDF. Now, for the students who are in my class, you'll have a place to submit that PDF. And if you want to print a copy of that for your records, I would definitely recommend that. You can do that at any of our computer labs. Okay, so then you'll click save down at the bottom. I'm just going to click cancel because I'm not actually saving right now. And then your results are in. And so here's the score. It gave my pretend person. Score is not a pass or fail. Okay. It's just where did you land in those six areas for the Holland Code. So this person, this imaginary person got realistic 5, social 7, investigative is 3. That's their lowest. Artistic was 6, conventional was 5, and enterprising was their highest at number 8. So that just gives you a little bit of information. And here's the thing, this is like those quizzes you take in the magazines or those personality tests you take online. It may or may not match you, right? Sometimes I take these type situations and I'm like, oh, that's totally me. And sometimes I take them and I'm like, that one's not so close. So don't let this be the end all be all. This is one way to measure one set of data for you. Don't let it mean anything more than that. Okay, now we'll just do a quick overview of this. So, work environment for this imaginary person is enterprising. They might like competitive environments. They might like leading, persuading, selling, dominating, promoting, and they like status based on their answers. Here's the cool thing. Underneath here, you have your Holland Code job titles. So this lets you look at all the different job titles that might be a good match for you. So there's talent director, advertising and promotions manager, writers and authors, producers and directors. This is all based on what I checked for that imaginary person. Here's the other neat thing. This gives you information for our specific college, Rogue Community College. What program options would help you meet that goal? So if you're watching this video and you're not one of my current Rogue Community College students, because this video is housed in a public place, you may check with your local community college, or of course, we'd welcome you here at Rogue. So then what I'm going to do is scroll all the way down to the bottom. And I'm just doing this for just so you can get a different view of something. Let's say I want to look at human resources manager. I want to have a little bit more information about that. All you have to do is click that link. What that's going to open is a website called ONET, which is ONET online training, and it gives you loads of information about that specific career. You can see this was updated in 2024. And it gives you some of the tasks you might do as a human resources manager, some of the skills you might need, some of the work activities that you might be doing on a day-to-day basis, what context you would be working in, like email, telephone, face-to-face discussions. Then it gives you some information about the experience requirements. So this is a neat thing that we'll talk about more in our class. Then it gives you training and credentials that you can isolate by location. So you could choose Oregon, where we are. You could, if you want to move to a different state, let's say you really want to go to, I don't know, Montana. You could look and see what's the story on human resources managers over in Montana. So just a really neat opportunity there for you all. And then it gives you further breakdowns. So this is something that I would like for you all before your next class. Go through your Holland Code results and pick at least two jobs that you think, I think I might like to look into that a little more. And just click the links so that you can read a little bit more about them. All right, folks, that is the overview for the Holland Codes quiz. Again, to save your quiz, all you have to do is go up to the top right where the little three bars are, pretend you're going to print, and then change your destination to save to PDF or something along that lines for your browser. It will say PDF there. All right, folks, thanks for watching this. And if you have any questions, of course, bring them to class. If you're not currently in my class, you're welcome to put your comment, put your question in the comments. I answer all of my own comments. So happy to look forward and see you all in class coming soon. All right, folks, have a great one. Take care.